Hi, Cami. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, thanks.
Thanks for being with us. As you know, we're about to open up enrollment into the association again, and we like to talk to associates who've transitioned successfully, such as yourself. So again, thanks for being here, and maybe you can just start by introducing yourself and the company and position you're with now.
Okay. Well, I actually haven't started yet. I'm counting down the days
Yes.
because I have to finish my semester teaching here at I'm at a small liberal arts college in Oklahoma called the University of Science and Arts of Oklahoma.
Yes.
But in December, I'm going to start with Google as a software engineer, and I'm very excited about that because I love programming, and I'm just excited to do something new and
Yes.
teach the same old classes over and over again.
So excited for you. So excited. And thanks again for sharing your success here. You're successful now. You have this great career path ahead of you. But I want to rewind a little bit to before you got hired, before you joined the association. What were some of the challenges you were having in your job search? Technically in terms of things like resumes, LinkedIn, et cetera, but also, the emotional challenges that come with a difficult job search.
Well, having barely worked outside of academia, I just didn't know where to start,
Yeah.
I knew how to do an academic job search. I'd done a couple of those, but I just didn't know how it worked in the real world. So I was scared, and so I didn't know what to do, and I was getting really bored because, even though I had new students each term, I was running out of new classes to teach, and it was just getting to be same old, and I felt like, I'm not going anywhere. I want to move forward and do something and learn and grow and not just keep doing the same thing. So
yeah. So you wanted to be challenged.
Maybe I think it was in a Google search. I don't know how else. I was searching something like how to leave academia. So.
And I think that's the case for a lot of us. I know it was for me too. Is that you want to move forward, but you have no idea what else is out there. So it's kind of a black box. Once you found the association and you joined, what were some of the early aha moments you had, the materials that kind of helped you start to understand the process?
Well, I guess probably learning better how to network. If nothing else, just so I would have some confidence in doing that.
Yeah.
I'm a very shy person, so I wasn't sure how to go about doing that. And I think your suggestion to make sure you add value to people in your network was very helpful. And also, I was not really seriously considering doing things like informational interviews and stuff because that just seemed too scary. But I think this helped give me the confidence to do some of those. And I did several informational interviews with people at like Intel and various other tech companies, just trying to see what I need to do to get, to shift out of a role as a math professor to become a computer programmer.
Wow.
And so I got some good advice from them, and I think I was able to take that step because I had a little more confidence about what I was doing.
That's great. And how did the association's private group interacting with the other members, how did that help you in terms of your confidence and networking and informational interviews?
Well, I'm kind of a lurker, so I don't usually post things, but I've gotten a little more bold lately. But I do read stuff, and so it helps me to, just see what other people are doing and other people, what advice they give other people. And I'm like I said, usually too shy to ask for the advice myself. But it was useful,
Because you read the stories and you read what other challenges, and I think getting that kind of on the ground feedback so quickly has been helpful. Were you impressed with how active the group is?
Yes. And I felt like if I wanted to ask, if I wanted to be brave enough to ask, that it would have, I would have had a good experience. I just.
That's all right. You have to start there. I think reading is a undervalued trait, so that's good. My last question is, and I always like to ask this, as PhDs, we tend to be very critical of things and look at them closely before joining or investing. Did you have any reservations before joining? And if so, how are they alleviated after joining?
Well, just expense mainly. I don't get paid very much as a professor, so.
Yeah.
I was a professor at a primarily teaching institution, and so, we get paid peanuts. And so, yeah, I was like, that's a large chunk of change. But I thought, you know what, I need to get serious about this job search. And thought, you know what, worst case scenario, it's a waste of money. And, oh, well, you know, I'll just move on.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think just reading through some of the materials and feeling like there was a support group helped me, start actually taking my job search seriously and enough to do things like the informational interviews and realize that I wasn't going to get a new job right away, but, to start building on a foundation so that I could eventually get a job. So.
Well, congrats again. I'm glad it worked out, and at an incredible company. We're really excited for you and look forward to watching your success at Google.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good night.